Hi, this is Chris Klein, Director of Butterfly Ridge. Wanted to show you what I've been working on today. It's now probably 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon, and I have been making this wonderful little path that goes to that big dead tree there. It's laying on the ground. Honestly, I didn't even realize we had that tree there until this winter. It had actually come down early last year, 2022, I guess it was. And our conservation specialist at the time, Amanda Frazier, she got on it, and before I even realized what was going on, she had cut the top out of it so it wasn't laying across the driveway. And I didn't even realize it was here until this past winter, when all the leaves were gone. I could suddenly see it laying there. And well, for somebody who uses wood to heat their home, when I saw this thing, and needless to say, I got very excited, because this right here, I mean, this is a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks worth of wood right here. And so tomorrow, one of our volunteers, Terry's going to be coming, and he's going to help me cut this thing up and haul it to where we keep our firewood pile. But first, I had to cut this wonderful little path so we could get to the tree, and another path, I don't know if you can see it down there at the other end, so we could get from the tree down to the road. And it has taken me approaching 5 hours to do that. And you're probably asking, well, why is it taking so long? Well, that's because of all the exotic invasive plant species that were in the way of getting to this tree. So I'm going to give you a real quick overview of what we've got here. And so all this stuff on the ground, these wonderful little ropes that you see, that is Japanese honeysuckle. Right here we got some wonderful painful multiflora rose. Let's see, one that I thought we were very blessed to not have on our property, and unfortunately today I was corrected on that, and that's this little thing here. That is burning bush. I'm sure several of you have probably bought that at your local garden center or big box store to plant in your front yard. Well, we have it here. Oh, there's some more. Looky there. And I can promise you it was never planted here. Another one I've been fighting through a lot is this European Privet. This whole hillside is covered in Privet. One of the more painful members of the exotic invasive group, right up there with the multiflora rose, is this gem. This is Japanese barberry, covered in all those wonderful little spines there. And once again, not one of those species I just showed you was intentionally planted here. They all just moved in on their own. Now, one exotic invasive that I can sadly say was intentionally brought here is this. And I've actually talked to you folks about this before. This is Miscanthus Grass. The parent plant for this grass, this particular one in the parking lot, came from about 200 yards that way. Seeds blew down here and it planted itself. That is the problem with invasive plants. And you know, in all these things, they have some kind of redeeming feature. You know, they're pretty, or they have pretty flowers, or they're a nice compact shrub, or they have edible berries that taste, you know, there's something with all of them. There's something that makes them desirable. Well, right here, okay, this is what makes them undesirable. Because 90% of what you're looking at is invasives that don't belong here. And this summer, sadly for my interns this year, Leah and Bree, and myself, because I don't enjoy it all that much either, this year we are declaring war on the Miscanthus grass and the Japanese barberry and the European privet. We are declaring war. That's how we're going to spend our summer, is attacking and killing these things. So needless to say, I'm going to be killing a big batch of this hillside right here, because what happens is it comes in so thick that none of our native plants can come in. In fact, if you look around, there's not very many natives here. Here's some little dogwoods. See, I thought I saw some cherry in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Little baby cherry trees. This thing, which is native and I completely despise, and that's this thing right here, Virgin's Bowers. It's a type of wild clematis. It grows completely out of control. And so, yeah, it's native, so I guess I can't get too mad at it, but I will happily let you come dig it up and haul it away. And then this darling, Greenbrier. It's right there in the same category as multiflora rose as far as pain is concerned. And those three, those are the native species here. Everything else on this hillside is some exotic thing that came in on its own. And just because maybe it's not a nuisance or a problem in your yard, realize it can travel. Once again, none of this stuff was planted here except for that grass. Okay, it all traveled here on its own from somebody else's yard. So think 2, 3, 10, 100 times before you go planting a privet in your yard, before you go planting a burning bush in your yard, before you go planting Miscanthus grass in your yard. It may look pretty in your yard, but I promise you it's going to be somebody else's nightmare, and in this case it's mine. Okay, so just something to think about before you go making your residential plant selections. Feel free to come visit us at Butterfly Ridge. I will happily let you grab a handful of Japanese barberry and load it in the gator and haul it away with me. And so we'll talk to you later. Bye.